Hey guys, welcome back to my channel. I'm Keepsy, aka Keeper of the Keys. Don't forget to like, share, comment and subscribe. Hit the notification bell and every time I upload, you'll be notified. Okay, so I was shuffling this deck and we've got Farm coming out. So Farm could be significant. We have technology. So there's some sort of technology set up, you just can't make it up, set up at this farm. There's some sort of technology set up at this farm, quite possibly some sort of cameras, some sort of CCTV, not just of the farm, but there's a room inside of this farm where they have cameras, not just of the land, but cameras set up in other people's house, bank. Wow. And they're making money out of this. They're banking. Like, they're cashing in on some sort of cameras and being able to watch on camera. Okay. There is some sort of cameras what are set up linking to someone in a farm. We've got interest-free savings account. So quite possibly the money what they are making on this setup of some sort of technology, some sort of cameras inside of somebody's home, or quite possibly multiple people's homes, they are putting this money into a bank account and putting it into an interest-free savings account. We've got painter and decorator. So painter and decorator could be involved. Someone who works at a farm or owns a farm is involved. So painter and decorator, and then we have farm. Then we have psychic attack. So I is getting psychic attack is quite significant, and with these cameras, they was watching through the cameras and projecting a lot of negative, distorted energy at this person, at this masculine or this feminine. I is getting that they have done something similar previous, because it seems to be somebody who's tried to start some sort of a secret society. Someone who's tried to start and be at the top. We've got door. And corruption. So quite possibly one of these people used to be a doorman. Okay, some sort of bouncer. So we've got someone who works at a farm, a doorman, bouncer and a painter and decorator involved in this corruption, putting cameras inside somebody's home. Okay. Bad. So they could have done this to a feminine. They could have done this to a feminine and wanted to watch this feminine undress on camera without this feminine knowing that anybody was watching. Okay, it's something surrounding they wanted it to appear to be more natural. So it could be to do with if this feminine has had any sexual encounters, that these sexual encounters have been recorded. We've got army. So someone in this connection could have a military background. Truck, lorry. We've got a truck, lorry driver. So they could have drove a truck or a lorry in the army at some point. They are involved, but they are no longer in the army anymore. And they are rivals. We've got a rival. They are rivals. We've got Galactic Federation of Light. They are rivals against anybody who is illuminate, anybody who wants to bring that darkness to light and expose the truth. they are not liking these type of people. So this could be why they set up cameras, because they wanted to get some sort of degrading images of this feminine. And if there's any children inside of the house, home, then yeah. So it is linking to, obviously, if there's cameras inside someone's home, what they don't know is there, and that person is undressing, and so on and so forth. It is actually linked to sex trafficking and energy harvesting. So they've been harvesting, this gang has been harvesting energy via watching through cameras. This could actually go on worldwide news, how evil these people are. So they could have been sending evil eye through this camera and psychic attacks, and just sat there and watched. And yeah, they're using others to do their dirty work. Using others to do their dirty work. So basically, this gang has a lot of little bitches. Yeah, and this gang who's got a lot of little bitches, they're involved in gang stalking. Because they're a set of bitches. They are literally a set of bitches. House. They could be gathering outside of a house, we've got stitched up. They could be planning to set somebody up and stitch somebody up for a crime what they've not committed. Following. Because this gang is just following the crowd. Whatever the other gang group members do, they will also do, because they all seem to mimic and replicate. They all seem to be clones of each other, and they seem to go after original type of people because they know that they're a copy, they're a carbon copy. So, beauty therapist. They could have done this to a beauty therapist. We've got daughter. There could be a masculine doing this to, there could be a father figure who's doing this to their own daughter who is a beauty therapist. Okay. Abuse of power. So we've got abuse of power. It is abuse of power. So obviously if there is a masculine who's doing this to his own daughter, that's incestuous. And if this daughter has children, he's actually sat there watching his own grandchildren on camera get dressed and changed. Again, it's paedophilia. Flying monkeys. They're sending flying monkeys to follow this feminine and her daughter or daughters. But they've got a lot of angelic protection surrounding them. The ones who are involved are all lying on earth, and they don't want to be done for spying. They don't want to be done for some sort of online bullying, which is coming out as cyberbullying. So cyberbullying, this group does a lot of cyberbullying online, and they drive around in their car all day. You know, drive around in their car all day. We've got fake ID and holiday. So quite possibly when they go on holiday, they could have a friend who does fake ID for them. So whenever they check into any hotels or stuff like that, they quite possibly don't use their own name. They will use this fake name. So if ever they are under investigation, they will not get caught. Yeah, and then I've just split the deck. And we've got setup again. There's some sort of a setup. So they could be trying to set up, arrange a meeting. Nature walk. Wow. So be careful surrounding a nature walk, because quite possibly if this feminine has to walk through some sort of woodland type of area, a park, some sort of nature walk to get to and from to a certain location, they could be watching this location. They could be having somebody parked in a car going back to this house near this feminine's house, and we've got candle magic. And they're playing games. So this gang does a lot of dark arts, a lot of black magic, in order to traumatise their victims. In order to traumatise their victims and play a lot of mental, a lot of mind games, emotionally deplete their victims, causing back-to-back psychic attacks and doing candle magic, chakra magic, trying to knock these chakras out of balance. Probably some sort of mental magic. Also, quite possibly this group, they know they're all failures, and they could have been jealous of this feminine's success. Quite possibly some of these masculines, because there is masculines and feminines involved, okay? There is masculines and feminines involved, but for this particular masculine, he could have some problems with his own mother, and whenever he sees a mother and their children together having normal parental and like children time, it triggers this person into believing that they're a failure. Quite possibly this masculine could have failed his own daughter and then got jealous of his own daughter and what she has achieved, so he wanted to do some sort of magic and set his own daughter up. This daughter could be psychic. He could know that this daughter is psychic, so he's doing candle magic and sending his own daughter psychic attack. Yeah, this masculine is a snake. Man, you can't make it up. Who I was just picking up on is an absolute snake. I mean, who would want to watch their own daughter on camera inside of her own safety comfort zone? You know, you're free to be yourself. You can walk around your house naked if you want to, but that does not give nobody the right to set up some sort of cameras. And it's incestuous, it's incestuous, it's incestuous. It really is. It's incestuous. Yeah, safe. You should be. Anyone should be. Anyone should have the right to feel safe inside their own home. But obviously if there's some sort of gang what's following in cars, and there is some cameras, and there is black magic involved, and there's a lot of snakes linked together, what just keep growing, this gang just keeps growing and getting bigger and bigger. So again, picturing like a snake, once a snake has eaten and like shedded its skin, that snake grows. So these snakes in this gang just grow. Snake could be significant. One of these people who are involved in this could actually have a snake tattoo.